welcome back. I thought this week we could do something fun. I was in New Orleans earlier this month, although by the time this goes on it'll probably be I was in New Orleans last month, and I got this really cute floral gator fabric, and I'm going to do a close-up right here. I was trying to think of what in the world I could make with it, and originally I was going to do this pattern and was really excited to had a whole color blocking scheme planned out with it, but it just didn't feel right. And so I decided that I was going to do a Pontchartrain set by Trashy Diva. It's a set that came out back in 2012 and it's super darling and I love it, but I didn't know Trashy Diva at the time, and so I missed out on being able to get this cute set. Plus, the shirt is too cropped for my liking. I want something that goes all the way down to my waist. So I figured I would do the gathered skirt with those giant adorable patch pockets in this, but that I would color block it. And when I originally bought the fabric, I also got this solid pink to go with it. And while it matches, I wasn't totally like on board with it. It just seemed kind of boring. So I also got this red as a backup, and it's got like this subtle print to it, which I liked a lot better. But I really want to do the pink because I like pink with gray. So what I finally settled on was this much darker pink than the one I originally gotten, and it's got this wonderful crosshatch, almost gingham-like to it. So that is what I am now going to do here. So I'm going to do the Pontchartrain top with this, and I'm going to do the gathered skirt with the gator print. And I will use the solid pink for the waistband. Well, it's not solid. It's got, oh, I'm sorry. Am I not petting you? And I'm going to do the pink with that subtle crosshatch to it for those giant patch pockets. I also have a couple shades of pink and some gray buttons, and I'm just going to play around and see which I like better. And then I do have some plain white cotton voile that I'm going to use for the lining. The pattern I'm going to use is the Charm Pattern Picnic Top. I've already printed out and cut it, and they have the cropped version. So they have two versions, a cropped version and a waist length version, but because my waist is so long, I actually added an inch already. So what I'm going to do is make the muslin out of the mock-up out of this cotton voile, and I will try it on, and as long as it's long enough, it won't be wasted, and I'll use it for the lining of my blouse. And let's get sewing. For today's outfit, I am wearing this really cute 1940s knit blouse. I guess it's called a jumper. There's a woman who's this great Facebook group where she knits about one of these a week, and it's kind of first come first serve, and I was lucky enough to get this one. I'm also wearing some navy linen culottes that I made for my Italy trip last month, and if I haven't already posted about it, I'm gonna do a post about it. But they're very comfortable. I wore them all the time. People thought it was a skirt, but no, secret pants, secret shorts. My turban is really just a scarf that I have tied around my head, and that's just a bow, nothing fancy. And then of course this cute little brooch that my friend Annabelle gave me, and that is my outfit. The mock-up is done. So this is going to be the lining because I tried it on. It doesn't look as good on the dress form as it did on my body. I can never, even though I have the dress form like fully extended, it's still not as long-waisted as my body. And I do have the bust padded out, but I still feel it better. So a lot of this weird pulling and gapping that you're seeing on this, I didn't see when I tried it on my body, but it fits. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this as the lining. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this. And yes, that is a Girl Scout cookie. All right, this is a good place to stop for the night. I have constructed the inner and the outer, and I've done the leading edge and the neckline sewing. I am now starting to question whether this is going to actually fit on my body, but I guess if it doesn't, I will have learned things. That's why I'm working on the blouse first. I have not yet cut into the gator fabric. That is going to happen last. So I'm going to be traveling for a few days. This will be waiting for me when I get back. Just right there. Okay, so now that I've decided I don't like this top at all. I don't like anything about it. It's just not me. And that's okay. I learned a lot. I figured a lot of things out. I was looking at it and I was trying to make it work, and I realized I'm never gonna wear it. I'm just never gonna wear it. I really like this adorable gator fabric, and I'm just trying to figure out everything that I want to make with it. I'm unhappy with everything I'm coming up with, and I realize it's paralyzing me on cutting into this fabric. And I also feel really let down after all the mistakes I made with this top. Like, I was only supposed to put 5 buttons on it. I accidentally did 6. So I'm gonna make a day dress. Now, what a day dress is, I think I made a reel about how I've made like a dozen of them. Maybe I haven't, but I've made like a dozen of them, and I love making day dresses. I based it on one of my very favorite Trashy Diva dress styles, which is a day dress. And I know that I've made a day dress out of 1 yard of fabric. So I know I can make a day dress out of 2 yards of fabric. And sometimes, even though one of my goals this year was to switch it up and to try new things and make new things, I feel like I did that for this project with this. So I'm gonna go for my old comfortable day dress that I've made dozens of times. I know it works, I know it fits. It's comfortable, it doesn't use a lot of fabric, it's cute, and I'm gonna be happy with it. So I'm making a day dress. So after deciding, did not like that blouse, that I was gonna do a day dress, I cut this day dress out, worked on constructing the bodice, working on the skirt, and all I have left on the bodice, well, I still have quite a bit. I have to attach that collar. As you can see, it has pockets, and I used vintage skirt for the skirt on that to try to maximize the fabric. So I'm much happier with how this is turning out. All right, I don't know if it looks like if I've accomplished anything, but I did get the collar attached and the buttons, and I found a pink belt that I have. I also attached the skirt. It is sewn on. So the only thing I have left to do is inserting the zipper and finishing that side seam and hemming. And since I let it hang overnight, it should be good. I literally only have scraps of this fabric left. That's it. I don't even know that I can make a scrunchie out of that. Anyways, with the scraps, I decided to make a hair tie. It's a hair tie I've made in the past, and you can see how I've pieced it together. And then I'm going to use the pink that I have plenty of for the other side. Yes, I am in vintage pajamas. I finished the hair tie, all pieced together, and then the pink on this side, and when I put it on, I'll just fold it in half and tie it in a little knot, and it'll make a cute little bow up there, and trust me, it'll look darling. And now for the finished look. It's a gator print. I should do this in the water, right? I've made these dresses dozens of times, so I knew it would work and I knew it would fit, and you know, just 2 yards of fabric. So Sam, hi bud. You in the video? Grab a video.
Hey Sam. Rosie. Rosie Cotton. What's up, little girl?
I did forget to mention the little hair tie I made that I pieced together, so. Alright, so this project is finished. I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you hear noises, it's because Ron's getting ready to make lunch because he's a very good cook. And, you know, this turned out really cute, but it just wasn't for me. I didn't like how it looked on me. I just was unhappy with it. And that's okay, because I ended up doing it as a giveaway on Instagram. And it's hopefully made whoever I end up picking, by the time this video comes out, they will have been picked. Hopefully it makes them really, really happy. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. It just felt good to go back and make a tried and true pattern that I knew was going to work, that I was going to be really happy with. And I think that a day dress shows off the big print on this pattern really well without also overwhelming the print or the pattern. And I think, dear friends, that's it for now. And yes, this is the next project I'm getting ready to sew. I may or may not do a short on it. I'm making a nightgown for a friend of mine. And that's all. Until next time. Bye. Ready? You want to sit that way. Okay.